All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing with the Ephemerember prompts. Today is day 19 and the prompt is nature's treasure. I mean, there's lots of things in nature that are treasure. Okay, well that leaves it pretty open for me then, I guess. I think we may try, I haven't broken out the jelly plate yet this season, so let's try a couple of those. Okay, so I got my gel plate. I did also pull out our scrap today. This scrap is from Sarah. Sarah posts on Instagram. I will leave a link to her Instagram below. But I wanted to use this kind of as a, like a color palette, so I knew which colors to get. So I do have some titanium white. And then for this kind of darker blue, the closest thing I had is this midnight blue by Anita's. And I have this kind of turquoise. It's a little more turquoise than this is, but this is the island green from Anita's. And then we've got some pink in here. So I have this blush pink Deco Art Americana. And then just to give it a little bit more variation, I have my pearlized violet from Master's Touch. This is just a pre-mixed pour paint. It doesn't have a name or anything, but it is from Color Pour. And then also this gray from Anita's as well. So we're just gonna work on layering some pieces up. I thought I'd use some of my little die cut pieces that I have just laying around to give kind of a floral aesthetic. And yeah, we're just gonna play with this. Just really quick, I do not like to speed up the process of drying this. I find that that makes the paint stick to it a lot more and you don't get as clean of a pull. So I do let mine air dry naturally. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this. I do like using these die cuts for this because you end up getting, you know, really cool little designs and stuff on them for later use. I really like the color combination here. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the exact same process, but I'll make sure to leave more for the final layer. And I really like the kind of crackly texture from the tissue paper. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I like that one too. I think it's not as clean as the last one was, and I'm assuming that's because I put more paint down instead of leaving it a little on the lighter side. So I really do like both of these, but we're gonna try one more way just to see what happens. Okay, I like the technique with this one, but I didn't think about the fact that I wanted the blue in the forefront because it's the darker color, so the lines will stand out more from the die cuts. So we're going to do this one more time, just in the reverse order. But I love how these colors turned out. That's absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's give it one more shot. Okay, so really quickly, I just wanted to show you. See how fun those turn out? I know my hands are messy. It always happens when you're working with the gel plate. Oh, and I wanted to show you on this one, that one, the paint stayed under the die cut, yeah? That's because it wasn't that one, it was this one. And because it's metallic, it's got a little bit of coating on it, which will keep the paint from pulling up onto the actual piece. So everywhere you can see more just the outlines, those are where it was just paper cardstock, and this is where it was a metallic cardstock. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, I like that one much better. Yay! Okay, so really quick, I'll show you what I've got. So we got, this was our very first one. I do really like that. I will use it for another project. We got that one, which also is just really fun background textures and everything. And then we have this one, which I love the colors. It's just unfortunate you have to look really hard to see the outlines because I went with the lightest color first, which, I mean, I should know better than that. Unless I was pulling with a dark background. If I was pulling with a dark background, then you'd want to start with the lightest color. Anyway, I also have some fun prints on the tissues, so those can be useful in the future. Okay, so I'm going to clean all of this up, and then we'll be back to get on with the prompt. Okay, so here I just folded our card in half and rounded the corners. And I took this spare piece to test out some colors of my Distress Oxides. So I did Ground Espresso, Rusty Hinge, Dried Marigold, and you can barely see it, Salvaged Patina. I didn't think the Salvaged Patina was showing up enough. I thought the Rusty Hinge was a little too orange. So now I'm stuck between the Dried Marigold and the Ground Espresso. The Ground Espresso has great contrast, and I love that it gives it a little bit more of a grungy effect, because that's more, you know, my aesthetic. But look at how good that Dried Marigold looks, especially with that little bit of pink in there. Oh, what to do? Which one would you guys choose? I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with the Ground Espresso just because I am somebody who appreciates contrast. I love the Dried Marigold. I think it's gorgeous, but I need this to be a little more grungy. So, I almost flung that straight across the room. What are you doing, Brandy? Anyway, I'm just gonna go around. We did get some in here. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with it. So, what's that? Get off there. That's what the front of our card looks like, and that's what the back of our card looks like. We're gonna leave the back plain. I don't have any desire to do anything to that, but I've got here some scraps. So I have this embossed kind of turquoise-ish, light blue, sky blue, I don't know, one of those danged colors. Then I have this, which is medical gauze that I thought would add some fun texture but not too much bulk because it's quite soft and flat. And then I just cut down a piece of Sarah's scrap and frayed the edges a bit. And do something like this. Now for the focal point, I was thinking about using these. This is my stash of butterflies. And a lot of these, not all of them, but a lot of them you can see are my, say I did the same thing, used it on the gel plate, which I thought would look great, especially if we put a little something else behind there. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, where's my prompt list? Here it is. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing recycled fairy, and I already have tons of butterflies in here. Not that there's anything wrong with butterflies. I love butterflies. I will continue to use butterflies all the dang time. But I thought if we're going to be doing a fairy tomorrow, that a butterfly might be a little too repetitive to do today. Especially since I'm probably going to use butterfly wings for our fairy tomorrow. So, I tried to think of what else I have. And I believe I have some birds in my stamp sets. Yes, here. There's that. I thought maybe we could use one of them. Because they're treasures, right? Cute little birdies. Do I want one that's flying? I think I kind of want to do this one. We'll use this one. Yes, I love him. I think he's adorable. Let's see though. I definitely feel like something's missing. Oh, let's see. I have... These are some of my dried flowers that I have laminated. Let's see if I have anything that would work in here. Could we give him a leaf? Maybe. Maybe. I think that's, well, maybe too purple. Make it look like he's actually sitting on it. No, I think these might be too shiny. I might have to go with my... Too contrasty. Don't like it. Don't like it. I mean... No. No, I think these ones are too, well, too shiny for this. So I do have more flowers that I have not laminated. They're just going to be a little more finicky to put down. All right, so here's some of them. I don't think I have any more of my salvia. That's what that purple one was, and I really liked it. But I think I've run out of the salvia. Yeah, no salvia in here, but I do have some of my hydrangeas. Okay, so we have some leaves, red ones. I've got more hydrangeas that are actually grouped together. Might look through that. Is this a salvia? It is a salvia, but there's hardly any purple on it. Dang. Is there another one hiding under here somewhere? No. Shoot. Man. That would have been awesome if I had another salvia. I'm gonna have to wait all the way until summertime to get more of those. Sad. Okay, so nothing in there that we want. Oops. Except possibly the grouped. And I've got a few in here. But I think these are mostly, sorry for the voice, guys. I think these are mostly my 3D ones. Yeah, these are all too thick. I don't want to add that much bulk to my... Oh, that's interesting looking. How does that look? Oh, I do like that. Do I have more of that? Ah. Oh, you know what? I remember how I made those. I do have more. Okay, let me think about that. That still might be too bulky. But I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more. And once I have a better idea of what I'm gonna do, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so after some fiddling around, I think I have the placement that I want. So we're just gonna get to gluing this all down. Let's see, we'll go... All right, so for the next part, which is gonna be our dried flowers, I am gonna use my matte gel medium. The reason I'm doing this is because these are very delicate. And if you don't put like some protection over them, they will crack apart and fall apart in the journal. So this will help keep them a little more stable. And I'm gonna put it on the top and the bottom. So. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a bit. Make sure that's all stuck down nice and good, and it appears to be. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry, and once it's dry, I'll be right back with you. All right, so everything's mostly dry. Got some nice texture on there. It did, again, end up being a little thicker than I wanted it to be, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna end up having just a giant gator mouth for a book. Happens to the best of us, am I right? So, let's find a place to put it in here. We've got... I love flipping through this and remembering all the little things that we made. Very, very fun. I was thinking maybe... maybe here. Do it on the white one. Let's see if I can get this. Oops, that's the whole thing. Don't want to do that. I just need to hold that down a little bit. And I found this paper that I thought went really well with it. So I'm just going to make a quick belly band out of that. All right, and then our cards should just slip right in and sit right there. Wonderful. We're gonna do something a little different today because I have really, really, really high hopes that my package from England, sorry, the UK, will be here tomorrow or today, and I'll be able to use one of the scraps for tomorrow's prompt. So we're gonna hold off on pulling our scrap for tomorrow for the moment, and fingers crossed that that comes in today and we can use it tomorrow. But I had a really fun time making this. The colors are definitely not something I would usually choose, but I think that we made something really pretty with it. Nice, simple journaling card. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this process. If you did, please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Bye.